R&P moves, R&P groove, ayy. Yeah, I've been in the R&P mood, ayy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, ay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, ay.
So the people in that Titanic sub, they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
The sub imploded.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of jokes. All right. So I just want to know. This is one thing about feedback, right? You can clip this part or whatever. I want to know, when is it okay to make dark jokes? Because I didn't make any jokes out of sympathy for the situation at hand, which is people are lost at sea in a vessel of which they cannot get out of, theoretically. And they may never see the light of day again. Under the assumption that they were stuck somewhere under the ocean. Right. And I seen jokes going off.
Crazy jokes.
I seen them being well received. But I also seen the people being like, that's crazy. There still could be alive out there type deal, right? And I was thinking, I was like, well, if it was me, I wouldn't want to see these jokes. But I'm also thinking that if it's not me, I'm also making these jokes. So it's like, where does the correct social ethical line lay?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When we pop off, because I'm assuming we will.
Yeah.
Would you spend $250,000 to put yourself in a tin can with 4 other individuals to see the Titanic?
Not after this. This is
even say this didn't happen.
It's a teach by fire situation.
Say this didn't happen, right?
Okay.
Would you do that? A tin can, controlled by a Logitech, not even a PlayStation or Xbox, a Logitech controller that can't be controlled any other way.
Logitech controller is crazy.
And there's no way to get out because you're bolted inside.
No, that's where you would have lost me. The bolted inside from the outside.
Yep.
I would have been like, no, I'm okay. Because think about it, airplanes are sketchy.
Yeah, they are. Cars are sketchy too, in a way.
Yeah.
If you really think about it.
But all the other stuff, the controller thing is whatever. That's, technology, whatever. The tin can, like I said, we fly in airplanes and drive cars. That's whatever. But being bolted in from the outside,
right,
and then being so close to people that you're crisscross applesauce on the inside of that thing, nah. I would probably have looked in there and been like, I don't feel comfortable.
On top of that, come to find out, it wasn't greenlit by any like OSHA or anything like that. And the waiver that you have to sign says basically tells you probably could get packed in here.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Because the dude in the little documentary they did beforehand said that. He read the waiver. It said basically
you're dead.
You could die in here.
He read it and he was like, sign your obituary at the bottom.
Rick, I'm not gonna lie, from how the dude was talking, that's basically what it said.
Yeah, I see. Nah.
The only fucked up part that made me like truly because obviously like anybody dying in that situation or being caught in that situation is terrible, right?
Yeah.
And assuming that they're decent human beings, everybody in there, they don't deserve that, right?
Yeah.
But the only thing that really makes you feel bad because they were just stupid for going in there was the 19-year-old that was in there had told his dad and aunt that he was scared and didn't want to go in it. Only reason he went in it because his old rich daddy wanted him to.
Yeah, see, no.
The kid was smart because, smart to the extent of being afraid to go in there and do it. And then your dad tell you to do something, you like, fuck it, right?
I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, and that cost him, unfortunately.
It did.
And I was gonna make the old rich white dude joke, but they were Pakistani, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's just a old rich motherfucker thing, I guess, because that's stupid.
That's white, technically.
I guess, yeah.
When you got census,
money, when you got money, I guess that is white. So just old rich white people shit. That's why I don't feel as bad, and that's why I felt comfortable laughing at. It was some bangers too. It was some banger. Drake and Josh, and you remember when Drake didn't cut the door?
Where's the?
Yeah, they did that. They had the sound waves that they heard him making the beat of them like banging.
They
made
feeling wicked.
They should have did that. That would have been fun. They did the my lip gloss is popping.
Get that sub going crazy. But it turns out that they weren't
stuck in there. Really, it just imploded.
They had died instantly,
which I guess is better than suffering down there.
Very much a better way to go.
Tony Stat did a joint where let's just play some music.
Yeah, it was.
I sent that one to you. Let's play some music to Light in the Moon, and it was A Boogie.
Yeah.
Drowning. He kept switching.
Bust down.
It was George Sparks' House of the Bree Window.
Yeah. You know, it was crazy that the thing that they had theorized, like if they were stuck down there, is that the sub was built to play like Titanic music, and so like it would have just been playing Titanic music on loop.
While them niggas was
for
stuck.
hours, and I was like, "Kill me."
That's what was happening.
You know,
they wasn't. So they technically didn't spend any time like feeling stuck because the shit just whatever, right?
You know, if that sub had survived and they were stranded somewhere and they were able to get out, they would have been the start of Green Arrow. The kid was 19, rich dad.
If he got out, he would have had to have gotten out. A Pakistani Green Arrow.
Yeah.
James Gunn, leave it alone. Please don't do that. Because you know he would.
To a degree.
Don't do it. Just make a new character. If you're going to represent a Pakistani character.
Just make a new one?
Just make a new character. I have a question, Rick. If they were stuck, let's say you were the pilot, right? You wouldn't be in there, but let's say you were the pilot for some reason. And the controller stopped working. And you couldn't, like, fix it. How long would it take for you to let everybody else know? Everybody behind.
At what point in the tour are we at?
Y'all, hour and 45 minutes in.
Of how long tour?
I don't know how long it was supposed to be. Let's say it was a 4-hour tour.
If it was a 4-hour tour.
And you 2 hours in.
And 2 hours in.
What would you, and you know, like the controller is fucked and you're trying to fix it and you can't. You've been trying to fix it for 15 minutes.
They're not finding out to the 3rd hour. Because I'm just praying that bitch connected. I'm going to be shaking that shit. Blow it into the cartridge.
They're like, "Say, Cap, what you doing?" You're like, "Just protocol."
You gotta do this every time we get to this depth. I'm like, please, God, please, please.
Pairing, pairing,
pairing.
Beep beep beep. It's not pairing. Fuck.
Does anybody have cell reception down here?
Niggas said it was triple A's and they packed double A's.
They didn't have the right batteries. Because if the batteries had ran out and I didn't have spare batteries, I definitely would have took the bitches out instead of rubbing them.
Anybody got a quarter?
Yeah, I'd have been rubbing.
If you put the quarter at the end, it'll spark up.
I'd have been rubbing them hoes together. You would have been seeing fist of. I would have been like.
And come on, everybody, billionaires ain't here. Nobody got a quarter. I know you got a fucking quarter. I know you got a fucking quarter. R.I.P. to them. But that was dumb as fuck.
The situation is crazy.
Yeah, for y'all to go down there.
So how long after a tragedy or during a tragedy can you make jokes?
It depends. It honestly depends.
Because they were all rich, we can make jokes.
Because they're all rich and what they paid for was stupid just off GP looking at it, yes. Like if they would have gotten to a new type of plane.
Yeah.
And it just failed and crashed, right?
Yeah.
I don't
think it gets received.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same type of jokes. Because
but seeing the Titanic, which is already a tragedy.
You're getting bolted into some tin can shit. Like, here we go. I'm gonna put it like this. It was a brand new jet that Elon Musk made, right? And it's supposed to be extremely fast and stuff like that. And I'll even put it the original Titanic. It's a boat. It's supposed to be above water.
Yep.
It's supposed to not sink.
Yep.
No matter what. That makes a little more sense to get on, right? If you got the money, I'd like to experience that. Cool. But when you tell me that this is basically a death trap, we only have one way to control it, and there's only one way out. Somebody else has to pull y'all up and bolt you out. Oh, and you got to sit crisscross applesauce next to 5 funky niggas.
Couldn't be me.
That's why it's funny, I think. Because why would you sign up for that? But the situation itself is fucked up, and I don't think any decent human being deserves to go through anything like that. And I'm sorry that which they didn't. They basically died instantly, from what we understand. So
Yeah.
they didn't have to suffer, which is, I guess,
A silver lining.
a silver lining in that situation.
Yeah.
But if they did, that all of that is just terrible.
Yeah.
But them niggas are still stupid. Why would you do that?
They are.
So.
Yeah. R&P moves, R&P groove, ayy. Yeah, I've been in the R&P mood, ayy.